Can you recall a time you were inspired by someone, even a complete stranger? Last year, my dad had a bad accident, and he called me that morning, and I happened to just miss his call. Several minutes later, my phone was ringing from his phone, and as I picked up the call, it was someone else. It was a fireman who proceeded to explain that my dad had been in an accident. Certainly, I was caught off guard and went into a fight or flight mode as I heard someone else's voice and he started to share the information. And as we were talking, he said, "Hey, you're Damian Story. I know who you are." He told me who he was, and I knew who he was, of course, as well. We went to the same high school. Many years later, I sold him and his family a home. And as he was sharing the information of the plan to get my dad transported, I asked him, I said, "Hey, how are you? How's your family? How's your wife?" And he shared that his wife had passed away. And in the midst of processing all this information very quickly, I remember taking a pause to extend my condolences for that situation. I just remember feeling so terrible about that. I remember thinking about they were so happy together, they were buying this brand new home, and I'm also processing the information that my dad's getting transported to a hospital. He was just in an accident. Very interesting situation. So I proceeded to hang up the phone, went over to the hospital. I met my dad there, and as we were talking to the ER doc, he mentioned that, "Hey, your dad's injuries require sort of a higher level of service that we don't have the ability to meet here, and so we're going to transport him to another hospital, and we're going to move him over here immediately." I said, "Got it. I'll meet you there." Told my dad I loved him and left. And as I was leaving to go to this other hospital, I needed to stop at the store. And these kinds of car rides are always unique. Just lots of thoughts flying through your head. And as I got to the store, I was looking for something really specific. And I walked to the aisle where it is, and there are these two teenage boys sitting on the floor. They're probably juniors in high school, I would guess, and they're right in front of what I need to get to, and I need to get a little bit closer to be able to look at it. And I certainly could have walked up and said, "Hey guys, excuse me, I need to get in here, I need to get something." Would have been totally acceptable. And in that moment, I decided to do something completely different. I said, "Hey guys, what are you looking at?" And they had their phones out, they had their calculators running, they were looking at protein powder. And they said, "We're trying to figure out what protein offers the most bang for the buck," as they're running the calculus on the grams and the size and the servings and all this stuff. And I said, "Well, let's do something fun today. Pick any protein you want. It's on me. I need to jump in here and get something, and I need to be out the door in about 30 seconds. They both jumped to their feet, and they're like, "Are you serious?" And I said, "I am serious." And the one kid said, "It's going to be a great day." And they had so much excitement. So I went in, found exactly what it is that I needed. And as I'm heading to the front register, they're following me saying, "Are you kidding? Are you serious? Is this really happening? This has never happened to us." And I said, "It's happening, guys. The protein's yours. Have a great day." And as I walked to my car, when I park, I typically back into a parking space. I jumped in my car, and as I'm sitting there, I'm looking out into the parking lot as these, two boys are walking back to the high school. And they were walking with so much excitement and enthusiasm. It put a smile on my face, and it gave me a great dose of perspective in the midst of a very tough situation. And as I was heading back to the new hospital to see my dad, I sort of made a commitment to hang on to that. That was a really special moment, and sort of highlighting the contrast of I was having a really tough day, but on the flip side, I created a pretty special day for two other people, and I'm pretty sure that they went on the rest of their day and continued with that excitement. I'll leave you with this. Today you can create an interaction that sends a ripple of positivity. And you might say, "Well, Damian, I don't have money to go out and buy protein or go purchase things." I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about an attitude. I'm talking about a frame of mind. And for you today, your gift could be your words. Your gift could be your time. Your positive impact today could be exactly what you need to inspire hope to keep moving through your situation. So go out, create a ripple. It's going to be a great day.